Hey, what is up guys? This is Theodore Possum Productions. Welcome to this video. Now today we're going to do something different, and it is more about beat making on how to instrumentate your own drill type beats. Let's get straight into it right after the intro. Let's go! Okay, so I'm going to take it channel by channel in order for you to understand it the best way possible and not having to drag this along for a whole hour or something like that. So, but first of all, we have our drums. I started with an audio rack here, a drum rack here in Ableton. I had all my drums together in this rack. It doesn't matter so much. Then I separated them into different channels. So we have our low kick here. Okay, back hitting kick. Now we have another one which is 3 snares. So you have 3 snares, and you have also an additional kick which is almost the same as this. So if I go here on the drum rack, this is where I get my sounds from. I first of all loaded them up here in order to play my sequence, and then I recorded them here. But the longer kick, this, I haven't recorded it yet. So as you can see, it has this long tail here, and this is exactly the same. This is exactly the same, but not long tail. This is more of a chopped up tail here. And why I'm doing this, because, you know, this creates more variation. Okay, let's listen to the drums only. Not in this pattern, but in another one. Okay, as you saw, tum tum boom, boom boom. Okay, the kick, it sounds a little more different. And let's look at the basic variations here. So the basic variations are, I have just copied control and control and drag over to another box here on the drum rack in Ableton. This is a drum rack for all of you that you are new into Ableton, instruments, drum rack, drag and drop here. And then you go over to your library and you drag and drop here all the sounds you want to play. So now let's leave the drum rack aside for now and see what are the basic differences between those two. Let's also do this from my keyboard. We're comparing those two. And as you can see, this has even a little more, you know, this hiss into, and this has also this little hiss until the end of the sound. The other one has some kind of reverb, this one does not. So the basic differences are two. First of all, the tail, number one, you are dragging over the sampler through here, and maybe I should also remove the snap mode. Yeah. In order to be able to be a little more precise here. And the other difference is crazy. I have actually detuned this 10 cents. And why? Because this is going to make one small difference. Okay, I could even go even more in detail here. I could have this a little more clipped or a little more distorted or something like that. So let's look at our envelope here, filter envelope. Now I'm going to change something else. Head over to the classic one. So another way to change how it sounds is the filter. So the filter has different types here, as you can see. I can go with the OSR, leave it full range, and play with the drive here. Not so much. Or if you want it so much distorted and clipping, you can type something like 5 decibels and drop 5 decibels from here, which is the volume. I think we are around the same volume now. And I want basically the same volume because I don't want my one kick to be louder than the other one. I want pretty much the same settings when it comes to loudness, because in mixing I will have way more problems if I have a crazy difference here. Okay, because these are my two basic kicks. Okay, and the kick, as we know, sets the foundation for the whole track, because it's kind of, you know, it starts with the drums, then the rhythm goes with the bass. The bass is connecting basically the whole drum section with the rhythm and the melodies and the chords. First with the chords, and then with the melodies, and then in context with the whole beat. So that's why I don't want uh, to go crazy over, you know, having too many differences on our kicks. So you can either do something else. You can either choose another sample. Okay, let's see what we can use here. So I will type drill here, or I can go even here. Okay, I will search again. One crazy thing that can help you very, very much is that having categories here. Okay, Ableton suits really, really well for that. Kick. This is the one, I think. I will take this, which is very, very clean. So I'm going to chop it up because I don't need all this loop. And another thing I'll need to do as soon as I load up my, my sample here, I'll need to pitch it correctly. Okay, so first of all, let's see how we can balance the volumes. And I'm going to leave it like this because this is going to take processing also, so it's going to gain more volume there. Also keeping this in mono again, and I'm using the same processing here. Okay, this is how it sounds without the processing, without the drum bass. I'm not going to explain in this video effects. I want to talk mostly about instrumentation. That's why I'm keeping it like this. Okay, so let's go to the filter again. I want to see if there is any other type of filter which can distort it a little more. And let's look at our span here. This is a spectrum, basically. So I'm seeing that I don't have almost anything over 2K. So basically I'll need to adjust my filter around there. And let's change the type of the filter again. So this is another cool way for you to use different samples. You can go crazy here. You can even distort it a little more. But let's not stick to crazy things for now, with effects and stuff like this. I want to focus on the instrumentation part now. Now I have the 3 snares, which has a lot of context to analyze here. So they hit together, as you see. The final snare and the okay, I'll need to pitch this, of course. Let's go to another pattern. This pattern here, I think I have also the clap playing. Yeah, so I'm going to analyze this pattern here. Double click, So as you see, the final snare hits together with the snare dirty at some points of the track, of course, and this is more to create some variation there. Okay, this is about instrumentation and programming your whole drill type beat. And as you see, the clap also takes place here. Different velocities here. That's really worth mentioning. So these are all tricks for you to know that it can make one hell of a difference when you're using the track. Imagine having something like this. Just a moment to, to mute them. And it's another thing to have something like this. So this was the video today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this as much as I did. Now I want to give more gems like this, but now we'll give more gems like this. Stay tuned at Poison Productions. At Poison Brain Productions. Stay tuned over to my channel, and if you enjoy this type of content and you want to really learn more about mixing or on how to make it as a producer today in 2022, I have much more content. You can follow me also on social media here, and give a big smile yourselves. Stay creative. GG. Bye.